Okay. Yes, yes, Hannah Wael. Yes.
Miss Noha,
Yes.
about the quiz, I will be absent Wednesday and Tuesday.
Mm,
Can I take it online?
I really don't know about this, but yes, you can ask Miss Sonia and she can inform me then. Okay.
Okay,
Yes, but I have no problem. Yes, I can send you the link anytime.
thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, the Earth's layers. This is, as I said, chapter 9, lesson 3.
كده
This week we will start with chapter 11 also. So this week we'll take a new chapter. So guys, can you hear me well? Do you have any problems in hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay, so
No, 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 no.
we'll go through this
No.
this lesson. It's an easy one, and I believe some of you guys have already heard about those layers before. So Earth is not one tight sphere or not one tight pole. It's just made up of different layers. You can imagine it as a cake, okay, with different layers. Can you guys hear me well?
Yes, boss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So the Earth is
Yes.
actually divided into, we can say, 3 layers. But to be more specific, we can say 4 layers, and you will know why now, okay? But they just divide into 3 main layers. But if we have a question that says, how many layers do Earth have? And we want the major number, it's gonna be 3. But if we want the real number, it's actually 4. And you guys are gonna tell me why, okay?
Okay.
So this is how the layers looks. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
How is a layer made out of magma?
it's what?
Made out of magma.
It must be made out of magma. There must be a layer with a liquid or melted rocks, as we call them in chapter 7, if you guys remember.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
again, the Earth is made up of layers. Can you guys see how many layers? Can you count them?
Yeah.
4.
4.
Yes, 4. But
4,
some
yes.
people consider those 2 layers as one because they call it the crust, the mantle, and the core. And the core is actually made up of 2 layers, which is outer core and inner.
Inner core.
Okay, so let's move to the layers here. Can you guys see them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, we can
Yes.
say that Earth now is made up of how many layers? It's a lot better to say
4.
because
4.
we can make this
Make
as outer core
outer core and inner core.
and inner core. Yes. Thank you so much. Guys, do you have any problems? Because it says that the internet connection is unstable.
No.
No, we don't have any
Okay.
issues or problems. Inner core.
So now we know that it's made up of 4 layers. It's just to not get you guys confused. So if I said 3 layers, we're supposed to say only crust, mantle, and core. But in the book, in your textbook, guys, it says 4 layers. Sometimes it says 3 layers. So we have to be careful about this. Okay.
If it asks in a quiz, how many layers should you say? 4 or 3?
So if it will, I don't think I will include any choices that will have 3. Yani it will be 4 or 3. Yani maybe the options will
Yes,
be
the miss will not put.
one,
Will not.
5,
The miss
4,
will
and
not
6.
put.
Okay, so
Put
maybe the
the
options,
both.
guys, can you hear me?
Yes, but
Yes, so maybe
someone was
the options
talking.
will be 1, 5, 6, 4. So you will not have 3 with 4. Do you understand this?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So back to the layers again. So we have crust, mantle, outer core, and inner core. Let's start with the crust. But before that, I want you guys to tell me, what do you see in this picture? Like, do you think each layer has its own, we can say, special features, or you can see
Of
difference
course.
between the layers?
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Can someone
Of
tell
course,
me?
how will we?
Do you see?
Yes, how will we like separate them from each other if they don't have like special things?
Oh, yes, that's right. That's a good question. Okay, so what do you think so special about them? You can guess.
Like the crust,
Okay, the crust.
it have mountains, rivers, the lakes,
Okay,
and like
yes. So basically, it's where we live.
exactly.
Yes, and it's so thin, as you guys can see. It's the thinnest layer. Can you see that? It's not thick. It's
Yes,
not, yeah, it's not a big layer. While the mantle, which is the second layer, is actually the largest one. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
yes, and
Yes.
it's made out of lava. It's so hot,
Yes, we
magma,
don't call this lava. We call it magma because it's
Magnet.
underground. You know the
because it is
difference?
still inside the world,
Yes.
the earth.
So
And
first the crust, it is the surface layer of Earth, okay? And it's the thin layer, and it's where we live. Of course, it's made up of solid rock. We're not talking about water here. We're talking about the rock itself, the rock that, that is found at the bottom of the ocean. So we have two types of crusts. Now he's telling you to imagine that the layers of Earth are actually looking like layers of the cake, like the icing and everything. Those are again the layers. As we said, we have two types of crusts. We have oceanic crust and continental crust. The oceanic crust is the one that is found at the bottom of the ocean, the land
the
or the
sea.
solid rocks found at the bottom of the ocean. Do you guys get it?
Yeah.
So we're not talking
Yes.
about the water body. We're talking about the bottom of the ocean. This is the
Yes.
crust, and this it's called oceanic crust. While the part of the land is called continental crust, from the word continents. Okay, so it's like the edge or the ends of the continents. So again,
Okay,
we have two types of crust: oceanic crust, which is the bottom of oceans, and a part of the continents, which we call the continental crust. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. And he's telling you to imagine that the crust, because it's so thin, as we said, and it's still solid, you should imagine it as if it's the skin of an apple.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now the second layer, which is the mantle. And mantle means a big coverage, like something that envelops another thing. It's like a coverage, okay? So the mantle, as we said, it's the largest layer of the earth. So if we went back to this picture again, you guys will see that mantle is
The
the
biggest.
largest, yes, the biggest layer, as we said, the largest.
Miss, can the mental flow?
Not all of it, because it's made up of two parts, okay? But this is really good question, Yam.
Okay.
Just let me admit on and see if we have anyone in the waiting room. Okay. So let's go back to the mantle. As Amr said, yes, the mantle part of it can flow. So the mantle is made up of two parts because it's so big. We divided it into two layers. We have the upper mantle and the lower mantle. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. And the mantle is made, both of it is made up of solid, but still can flow because the other part of the lower mantle is actually liquid. Okay.
So the upper part is solid.
Yes, one part, we can say that it's divided into two parts. So let me just share a white screen so you can see it a lot better.
Attendance?
Yes, no, I didn't take the attendance yet. So let me show it to you here. So can you guys see the screen? The white screen?
Yes.
yeah,
Everyone?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
yeah.
So we can say that we have the upper layer, okay, which we call the crust. Just let me use another pen for this. Why is it not working again? Okay. Can you guys see it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as I said, we can imagine the crust as the first thin layer, okay, of the Earth's layers. And then we have the crust, which is kind of the largest, as we said. And the mantle itself is made up of two layers, okay? We have the upper mantle,
And the lower mantle.
yes, upper
And inner, not lower.
mantle.
No, sorry. I thought it the core.
It's okay. So we
And
have
it's
upper
between.
mantle. I'm sorry, guys. I think there is a letter that's not working with me. Just give me a minute. Let me do a refreshment to this. You still can see the white screen, right?
A new one or the same one?
No, the same one.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I still see it.
you can see a white one drawn in it.
Yes, so we have upper mantle and here we have lower mantle. Okay. As Amr said, one of these parts is actually flowing. So if we wanted to see the lower mantle, you'll find out that the lower mantle is actually liquid. Okay. So if the upper part is solid with the crust, that means they will flow. Okay. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
Do you guys understand this part? Everyone?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Yes. So we have the upper layer, which is the crust, and then we have the largest layer, which is the mantle. And then, because some of you guys mentioned the core, so we can, I'm sorry, it's supposed to change the color. Okay, so we have the outer core. Let me do the different color. So we have the outer core. I made it close to red so you guys can know that the outer core is always solid. I'm sorry, always liquid. Okay. You'll be surprised to know that the outer core, this is, as we said, the outer core.
Just liquid.
Yes. And it's liquid. Can you
Yes.
guys tell me what do you think about the inner core?
Can I see, miss? In physical.
Yes, you can say it.
It's solid because the heat
It's
and pressure
solid,
just pushes
yes.
on.
So thank you so much, Izzy. So some people will say
Yeah.
that the inner core itself is solid. I'm sorry, it's liquid because as we go deeper in the Earth's layers, it means it's getting hotter and hotter, and everything will be melted down there. But because all these layers, I mean, I'm talking about the crust, the upper mantle, the lower mantle, the outer core, all these layers are actually pressing on the inner layer that makes it solid. So if I wanted to say how does the inner core looks like, it will be a sphere of solid iron and nickel. So it's kind of like a ball like this in the center. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So this is the inner core. And as we said, it's solid. Okay. Why is it solid again? Because of the heat and pressure. So let's go back to,
So it's a metamorphic rock, right?
we can
So it's
say, you
not
can, yes, you can find some metamorphic rock, but metamorphic rock are found at the depth where there is enough heat to change them, but not enough heat to melt them. So yeah,
okay.
it just reminds you of the metamorphic rock. Yes, that's right. So again, the earth is made up of layers. We have the crust, the upper mantle, the lower mantle, outer core, and inner core. As we said, the upper mantle is solid along with the crust, and the lower mantle is actually liquid. Okay. So because it's liquid and it has two solid things over it, that means those solid things will actually flow. Okay. Just floating, as if you have a piece of wood floating on over the surface of the water. It's the same. And that's why the continents keep on moving. That's why there are earthquakes and stuff like that. Just let's go back to the PowerPoint so you guys understand more. Okay. So in here, he's telling you that the movement of the mantle create the movement of Earth's plates. So what are plates actually? So plates are the puzzle-like pieces. The puzzle-like pieces. Remember when we said in chapter 8, lesson 1, that all the landmass used to be one big landmass and we call it Pangaea?
Yes.
Yes. And this landmass then divided into different continents that we know right now?
Yes.
Yes. And how did they know that? Because they first examined the fossils and they found some fossils at the edge of South America that resembles, or it's like the same fossils found in the edges of Africa, for example. So that means they used to be one land once upon a time. So as we said, they also look like puzzle pieces, and that's what we call plates. So the crust of the earth is actually broken into mini pieces that we call plates, and they look like puzzle pieces. Okay. And those plates are in constant movement. Okay. They just keep on moving all the time. And that's what happened when these continents became different continents as we know right now. They just moved away from each other. So the plates move along the soft mantle, which is the layer located below the crust. Can you guys see this picture? So you can see
Yeah.
the normal continents that we know, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we have here North America, South America, we have Africa, Asia, and Europe, we have Australia, and all of that, okay? Yes, but can you see these lines between them? Let me zoom into them so you can see. So can you see there are lines? Yes. Those are the plates. Those are the plates. So those plates are the different pieces of the crust. So you can, guys, imagine the crust that we live on is actually made up of different pieces looking like puzzle. Okay. Okay, guys. Yes, Anna, hi.
Okay, miss.
So
Okay.
all the plates are made like puzzles, and those plates also carry the continents with them. Imagine, for example, in Africa, can you guys see Africa here? This one?
Yes.
Yes. Imagine if this plate on the right just moved away from the rest of Africa. Can you imagine that?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you know what will happen then?
Africa will be moving.
If there is a space between them? Okay, Hannah, I understand. What will
It will
happen is
move
that
and
the
it will move
magma,
and it will connect all of it. So all the continents will be connected.
no, what I mean is that what if this piece moved away? What do you think will happen? Will it move in peaceful way, or there will be earthquakes and volcanoes and stuff like that?
It will be if there will be earthquakes.
Yes, that's right, because magma will actually come out from the underground, and magma then will turn into lava and form volcanoes. That's totally right. So the movement of these plates, let me just show you the big picture now. So can you guys now see the bigger picture? Can you see the puzzle pieces now?
Yes.
Yes. We have like about 10 plates, 10 plates. So the crust is actually made up of 10 pieces, but we do not call them pieces now. We call them plates. Okay. We call them tectonic plates. Some of you guys heard about this word before. Tectonic plates.
Yes.
Yes. And those plates,
Yes.
as we said, keep on moving all the time. And this is how the continental drift happened, how these continents became just like the shape we're having nowadays. They used to be one piece before, but now they are different pieces in different places. So all I'm asking you guys is to think of the earth, okay, as it's made up of layers first, and now you know the layers. The second of all, imagine the crust we're living on is actually made up of pieces also that we call them puzzle pieces, or they are called plates, okay? And those plates are in constant movement. Okay, can you guys see how they move? And of course, their movement just causes a lot of earthquakes and volcanoes. It's not an easy thing. Okay. Do you guys have any questions till now?
So when it the moving of the plates is so dangerous. Yes.
Yes. I mean, did you guys see Ice Age Continental Drift, this movie?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Remember when they used to run and there were seas created? I mean, they did not have sea before the Continental Drift because it was only one land piece. And then the pieces or the plates of the earth start moving away and they start facing earthquakes,
Divided.
volcanoes, and stuff like that. Yes.
And
So
there
it
are pieces in the water. They stand it on.
and what?
So no, there are pieces on like in the waters. They stand it on
Oh
to
yes,
make
well, there was a big chunk of ice, yes, where they lived on. Okay, so
Yeah.
again, the mantle is the largest part. It's made up of two parts, okay, the upper mantle and the lower mantle, as we said. And the mantle is made up of solid rock, but it can float because the lower mantle is actually liquid. So the movement of the mantle create the movement of the Earth's plates. Then we moved into core, which we mean the center of the Earth. And the core is actually made up of two layers, right?
Yes, inner core and outer core.
مش
Outer.
الكور دي
And they
برضه يا
are
مس اسمها
made
ده
up of
ديت
hot.
الجرافيتي.
Yes? What is your question again, please?
مش الكور برضه الجرافيتي الفيل جرافيتي.
Yes, gravity is actually concentrated at the center of the Earth.
Okay.
Yes. And the core is made up of hot metals because as we go deeper in the Earth's layers, we go hotter and hotter, of course. Okay. So let's talk first about the outer core. Okay. The outer core is also liquid, just like the lower mantle. It's made up of two types of metals, iron and nickel. Okay. Can you guys see?
Yes.
Then there was a big surprise that the inner core itself, which is kind of the center of the center, you know, it is surrounded by fluid of the outer core, yes, but the inner core itself is actually solid. That was a big surprise for most of you guys. It was about a solid sphere, like a ball, okay? And it's solid. It's made up of iron and has nickel. So the closest image, it's like this one here. Just let me go back to the picture. Here, can you guys see here the center? It's like a sphere.
Yes.
Sphere, yeah. Sphere means a ball, like the Earth. Earth is a big sphere. So this is also a sphere in the center. So again, the inner core is like a solid sphere of iron and nickel. And again, why is it solid? Because of the great pressure of all the previous layers. The crust, the upper mantle, the lower mantle, the outer core, all of these layers are compressing or pressing down on the inner core, making it actually solid. Okay. So if you had the question saying, why is the inner core solid? We'd say because of the heat and pressure. Because of the heat and pressure, yes. Okay, those are the plates. Yeah. So let's just go through these questions a little bit fast. It says, what are the three layers of the Earth? We said they must be four. But what
4.
if he said 3 layers? Yes, Amr. What would we say? Amr, you're the
It
first
will
one.
be
Huh?
it will be core,
Okay.
mantle,
Mantle, yes, that's right.
crust.
Crust, yes. So it's crust, mantle, and core. Well done. Thank you so much. Now with the second question, we have name 2 types of
Miss,
crust.
but we should say it.
Yes, all day.
مس المفروض يا مس نقولهم بالترتيب.
Well, he said he said them in order, but from the inside to the outside. It's okay.
Miss, can I answer?
Okay, you can say mantle, crust, mantle, core. We can say core, mantle, crust, but just don't say crust, core, mantle. This will be wrong because you're not saying them in order. So you can say them in order from outside to the inside, or you can say them in order from the inside to the outside. Yes, Yerim, you can say number 2. Yes. Would you like to answer number 2? Name the 2 types of crust. Okay.
Oceanic crust and continental crust.
Yes, well done. Oceanic crust and continental crust. Well done. Thank you so much, Reem. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Okay, what is the core made of? What do you guys think the core is made up of? So we need someone else? Huh? Yes, people, you're allowed to raise your hands. Guys, someone other than Amr, because he's the only one raising his hand. Where are the other people that were talking during the session? Okay, we have Shlok. Yes, Shlok, what is the core made of?
The core is made up of one layer. The upper layer is liquid. The inner layer is solid.
Yes, but he's not saying the states. Thank you so much, Shlok. Thank you for answering. He's not saying what is their state or shape. He's saying what are they made of. So we'd say that they are made up of
nickel,
iron and nickel. Yes, well done. Yes, that's right. That would be the answer. Iron and nickel. The outer core is made up of solid iron and nickel. The inner core is made up of liquid ones. Thank you so much. Okay. Can you guys see this one? Writing activity?
Yes.
Yes, I want you to take a screenshot of this activity, and you have till you guys have a lot of quizzes this week, right?
Yeah, tomorrow we have Arabic and social, and Wednesday we have science.
So you guys are allowed to deliver this activity by Sunday, okay?
Miss,
Next
and the
Sunday.
project mass.
Oh, yes. We'll talk about projects then.
But I can't.
So this is the project?
No, it's an activity, writing activity.
Okay.
Yes, I can't do the activity.
You can't what?
Do the activity.
Why?
Because next Friday I'm going to Alexandria, and I will leave it on Sunday.
It's okay, you can send it before that, or you can send it after you come
Miss,
back. It's okay.
last day, what's the last day?
Okay, it's next Sunday. Okay, so you have this whole week till next Sunday. Don't forget that we're having a quiz this Wednesday. It will be on chapter 8, lesson 1. You will find the worksheet, the study sheet on the SMS. I just uploaded the PowerPoint for you guys because I think it will be a lot funnier to study from the PowerPoint, okay? Because of all the pictures and stuff. Yeah, so guys, don't forget, you can ask me anytime. You can send me any questions if you want. You will find the worksheet, as I said, on the SMS. Try to study from worksheet, study sheet, and textbook. Okay, guys, it's very important for you to read from the textbook. Okay?
Yes, you said the quiz will be on fossils?
Yes, chapter 8, lesson 1.
Okay.
Okay, and you have all the details of the quiz on the SMS. You'll find it in the quiz folder. What else before leaving, because the session is ending? Yes, and there will be a worksheet uploaded as soon as possible on the SMS. I'm gonna send it to you guys by email so you can do it as a homework. But it's not gonna be today because I know you have a lot of quizzes tomorrow, so do not worry, it's not gonna be today. What else? Yeah,
Sorry,
again, guys, do not hesitate in sending me questions anytime. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So any questions about the chapter 8 lesson 1, the one that will be included in the quiz?
No.
You'll find the videos and the worksheet and the study sheet. Everything is uploaded on the SMS. But guys, please try to study with the textbook first. Like read from the textbook and leave the study sheet till the end. But try to read from your textbook first. Okay. Any questions before leaving this evening?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is chapter 8 lesson 1 is about minerals, right?
No, sweetie. Chapter 8 lesson 1 is about fossils, the types of fossils. Yes, we finished minerals. It was chapter 7. Okay. Any questions?
Miss, I have a question.
Yes, Am.
In the fossils, when I heard the lesson that you uploaded on SMS, I had a question.
Yes.
You said the fossils can be only the remains from the plants and animals.
Yes. And
can
some
it be from people also?
Yes, we can find maybe some skulls if it's a hard part.
Yes. So if we have
animals include humans too, because we all belong to Kingdom Animalia. So when I say animals, it means you can find humans, reptiles, amphibians. Yes, it means everything.
Okay.
What else? What kind of question do you need?
No, this
is that all?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Ami. Yes, you can find, if it's a hard part, you can find bones, a skull. Sometimes you can find people trapped in ice. And that was a big thing. I will try to bring you guys the photo of the girl they found trapped in the ice.
There are people is trapped in ice, not only animal.
Yes.
Yes.
You can go search this one. Guys, we have less than a minute. Less than a minute. Do you have any questions just before it cuts the session?
Miss, it's chapter 8, lesson 1?
Yes.
Fossils.
Miss, yesterday I see a video that the deer became trapped in ice and the people is helping her.
Miss?
Yes, that's great.
Are we also have chapter 9?
No, only chapter 8, lesson 1. The quiz will be on chapter 8, lesson 1. Yes, that's nice. You guys can go search about the girl or the fossil of a girl trapped in ice. It will be nice. It was found with all the details here and everything.